Have you ever heard of PayPal Galactic?
Is opening up to all of us in the next decade or so. And we want to make sure that PayPal is the preferred way to pay from space and in space.
This is going to be big, and now is the time to get into this. If you wait several years, it's going to be obvious to everybody.
I think that if we, in fact, are successful at finding ways to work and play in space, we're going to want to be there too, you and me.
Jeff Bezos in his cowboy hat?
Inevitably, it's going to need some kind of monetary currency.
PayPal Galactic will tackle the challenges posed by interstellar commerce.
Jed McCaleb. Jed McCaleb is the founder and a board member of Interstellar in 2017. Yeah, he has his own space company. He looks like he would have his own space company.
Such as keeping customers connected to their accounts when they're miles away from the planet.
PayPal is the favorite way to pay on Earth. And we want to make sure that it is the favorite way to pay in space.
I mean, they're kind of first to market.
I got it.
I got it. I got my Bitcoin, let's go. Ooh, they're all connected. Jed McCaleb, Chris Larson. All these guys are the top people. Peter Thiel, David Sachs, Musk. There was all cross-pollination going on with the PayPal Mafia. The PayPal Mafia is kind of just like this loose term, whatever, given to them because a lot of co-founders of PayPal, a lot of engineers, they all seemingly went off and are now in very powerful positions of power that are leading where we're going with this yet again, this interesting concept of interplanetary, the like Rick and Morty, dude, the currency that can just kind of be taken, or multiple currencies throughout space and everything. It gives me High on Life vibes. There's a video game called High on Life made by Justin Roiland, and it's a very interesting theory. They're very obsessed with X. Has no one ever put that together? And if the fact that all these guys have mad cross-pollination from the early days of PayPal, and that was the mission, is bank the unbanked. SpaceX is over here covering the entire Earth in satellites. So you are going and providing crazy fast internet. Their mission is banking the unbanked. Even if it's Jed doing it, he's off doing this too. I think SpaceX is further along than I think Jed's space company. But we have no idea of what's going on in the background, if anything. All the cross-pollination yet again of X.com. It was originally X.com, and before Ripple, it was called OpenCoin. And all those guys started that. Arthur Brito was in it. All these guys know each other. All these guys are aware kind of what's going on. It doesn't seem like a coincidence that Elon is working on X money. I feel like that's going to be a very big deal when that eventually comes out. I thought it was supposed to come out this year, but it does not seem likely. He's kind of famous for grand promises and not being able to deliver. Eventually, I think he'll be able to deliver, especially on that, because there's so much money to be made in that. But yeah, his Grok logo is the same as the Stellar logo. It still is. It's crazy. And this is what sparked my brain about all this again. Maybe the 3i Atlas ship just wants to come down and create an agreement on an intergalactic currency, XRP. If you guys haven't been keeping up, it's some probably bullshit. It's like this large meteor thing that they're trying to say. I don't know, it looks like a alien spacecraft. It's coming down. I think it's just a meteor. So I want to see what this guy says. Christian Prophet, who predicted Trump in insane detail, says that a giant alien ship will soon slowly move across the ocean. The whole world will watch on TV and people will freak out. We're really going to give credibility to this guy? Let me see.
I saw these major alien ship, and it flies over the Vatican, and it goes over the Mayan temples down in Mexico. And I said, Lord, is there two of these? Because I keep praying about this. And he said, no, it's just one. And that's what's going to make everybody freak out, because they're going to see it moving across the ocean.
What?
You understand?
Yo, the aliens
it's going to be something that's going to be on TV. It's going to move across the ocean. And people are going to freak out in the days ahead. Then I saw little bitty ships coming out of this mothership that were balls of light. And it wasn't a rich ship. It was demonic looking light that was traveling around causing confusion in our skies.
Causing the confusion.
You say, Brandon, that sounds way out there. Yeah, it is. It was way out there to me. I didn't even want to talk about it. But I'm instructed to. You say, well, Brandon, that sounds like you're on something. Well, no, folks, I'm just here to warn you. I'm just here to warn you. And as wild out there as a sound, fearful sights you will see that will bring you to your knee. I'm here to warn you. The enemy is not playing fair with trying to deceive people with what's coming. He's going to throw all the curveballs he can to try to deceive the nations. When the Antichrist steps on the scene and he says, hey, we have a...
All right. Yet again, in a lot of ways, it seems like Stellar and Ripple are kind of more or less the same company. That really does seem like the definition of deployed to take care of another sector to tackle it, and they're going to be the forefront. It's just, it's so crazy that the X shows up everywhere. Like, is that the mark of the beast? Is that what they're talking about, dude? This gets so crazy. I challenge CZ Binance to a debate: Bitcoin versus tokenized gold, which best satisfies the conditions of money, which include being a medium of exchange, a unit of account, and a store of value. Who wants to moderate? Oh boy, this is gonna get crazy. What the hell is Anthony Pompliano saying? I've always been very torn on sports gambling. On one hand, I fundamentally believe people should be able to do whatever they want with their money as long as they're not breaking the law or hurting anyone else. On the other hand, it feels like a bad idea to stuff sports gambling ads down the throat of a generation of young people and obfuscate the low likelihood of success. The balance between personal freedom and preventing financial destruction is hard. I mean, I guess I get that. I don't know, just don't watch sports. That's my thing. I have a little bit of self-control. Like, whatever happened to people having self-control, dude? I saw this and it was wild. Meanwhile, in other markets, Counter-Strike skins lost $1.784 billion in value after dropping from a $6 billion market cap to $4.27 billion after Valve's new update, allowing players to trade 5 covert skins for knives or gloves. The CS2 market has been flooded with high-tier items, having most skin prices by 50%. This is crazy. I mean, if you're like, why would you ever be spending this much money for this shit? It's insane. Fucking Counter-Strike. I could never stand Counter-Strike, bro. It's so boring to me. Don't be small-minded. Tesla is about robots. Full self-driving, the future. Give him his package. All right, Jim Cramer. No one even knows what you're talking about, dude. Oh, here we go. The Clarity Act is near here in the U.S. Cardano co-founder Charles Hoskinson says it could, let's just say what he says.
Expect it'll get passed in October. And then what that opens up is basically 90% of the statutory rulemaking is done. The rulemaking then moves to the executive branch, and the SEC and the CFTC have to spend the next 2 to 3 years to kind of figure that stuff out. And what they're going to figure out is basically what's a security, what's a commodity, and we no longer have this scary Gary, sue everybody and let God and sort them out type of regulatory approach. And, the industry now doesn't really have to design against the U.S. government. It's more, now you're judged on the merit of your project and the technology of your project, these things.
That's all we need, bro. We need the rules. We need the rules so these guys know what they can and can't do in the market. Some guy got upset in the comments the other day when, what did I say? I said something like how massive some of these Ripple acquisitions are, like Hidden Road and the G Treasury and stuff. And the guy in the comments, it's hard to tell if these people are bots or not, but he's going, yeah, and what has it done for the price of XRP besides nothing? And it's like, bro, you know how early we are still? I know it's hard to feel that, and I have to ground myself too because I've been in around 2017-ish. Even though we've been in this for this many years, we're sitting at like 3.4 trillion total market cap, okay? This asset class is going to 100 trillion in due time. If not all the existing assets and everything are going to run on some of these protocols. And it's going to be 100 trillion. Dude, yet again, if we even double it to 6 trillion, which we will get there, you know what that's going to do to the price for these? Because all that liquidity is going to be flowing through a handful of them. It's not going to be all this crap. There's going to be like 10, 20 projects at most, I imagine, that are going to do really well. And we kind of have an idea. When you got Ripple running around and acquiring these massive companies, it's insane. They're going to be the Amazon. Actually, dude, I don't even know. I think they're going to be bigger than they will be bigger than Amazon. They absolutely will be. But in terms of just giving it an analogy, it seems like that story. The modern investor is an OG, dude. I always have to put his videos on like 1.75 because I swear he intentionally slows it down to reach a longer runtime.
Going to enter a world where a lot of people are going to realize that they
This is on 1.75 speed, dude, and he sounds like he's talking normal.
Missed out, and then the problem is that they won't have really missed out. If XRP is going to $7, XRP is going to $70.
Oh, 100%.
If Ethereum's going to 10,000, Ethereum's probably going to 100K, in case you missed those other videos from before.
If they're
If
succeeding...
Bitcoin's going to 500,000, it's probably going to 5 million, it's probably going to 14 million. I say probably because no one knows the future.
Yeah,
so the idea of... I saw someone the other day on Twitter talking about it, and they said they're really annoyed at the idea of XRP's price being so high because they want to buy more. They want it back in 1 cent. And I'm
so
like,
you better
if you
buy
think
now.
that its current price is a lot, by the time it gets to $38, you're going to have a hard time.
Yeah. Dude, people don't understand this shit. When there's blood in the streets and you know what you hold, It's really like a blessing when you see these prices and you're like, you could fucking fire sale it up, because yeah, we look back now, 2017, and it was like 25 to 30 cents. Oh, I wish I bought then. Okay, fast forward to now. Fast forward 5 years out from now, are you going to be going, wow, I can't remember. I remember when it was 250, I should have been scooping it up. If you think that's going to happen, I don't know. Not financial advice. Make your own decision. JP Morgan expects the Federal Reserve to end quantitative tightening next week. Yep, we know it's coming, dude. They are going to pump our bags. You just got to be ready for an exit plan. Bitcoin is money. It's not a stock/company/investment. So why can I not pay with it? It's a great point. I mean, you can somewhere, but what, fucking Steak and Shake? I never even seen a Steak and Shake in real life. That's what I mean. Like when this shit's resorting to that as their marketing vessel, Steak and Shake accepts Bitcoin, and you go to the Bitcoin conference and there's all these goofballs running around and these fucking inflatable things running around. It's such a circus compared to what Ripple's going on. Look at Ripple's swell happening in a couple of weeks, and yet again we rolled through all the people attending that. Those are the people that matter, dude. Not fucking Steak and Shake, and then they try it, they implement Bitcoin payments, and it's a fucking disaster anyway. And then they run a poll on their X account. Which should we accept next? ETH? Should we accept ETH next? And everyone says yeah, and then they backtrack and go, nah, we're not gonna do that. So why the fuck you idiots, dude? How about you do XRP? Like if you did some type of technology that worked, people would use it, and a real community. How about that? Robert Kiyosaki always gives me bad vibes, dude. Why I am buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin is first truly scarce money. Only 21 million ever to be mined. World close 20 million now. Buying will accelerate. FOMO real. Please do not be late. Take care. Dude, I don't get it. They are so laser-eyed on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's XRP is a truly scarce money too. Like, if you're gonna... I don't know, man. There's only so many different ways you could say it before people pick up what you're putting down, I guess. The White House announces that President Trump will meet with China's President Xi on October 30th. This is 48 hours before the 100% tariff increase on China is set to go live. This really is a 50-50, dude. This could either go really good or really bad. No shit, but you do have to just wonder if they want to give us one more good shakeout. That'll be it. And then I think that could be truly the bottom. Because also keep in mind, Jim Cramer said some semi-bullish stuff, and we went through that. Every time he says that, you wait just a little bit, and then we go back down. So we could potentially be in for one more really good shakeout, and then maybe we could move higher from there. I would like that to be the case, trust me. This is Scott Bessent, U.S. Treasury Secretary.
Gold also has other applications, a lot of applications, jewelry in India. But it's something that historically people have all agreed on, and gold can't have a fiscal problem. Gold cannot have a gigantic budget deficit. Gold cannot have a war. So just the fact that it is this isolated thing makes it very interesting, and the fact that the entire global trading system, until Richard Nixon took us off, was tied to gold.
Yeah.
So you're not anti-gold?
Oh, it's Tucker.
Oh, no. When I had my fund, I think people might have called me a gold bug.
Call me the gold bug. Why does he talk like that? Dude, I mean, it's gold, bro. It's been fucking, like you said, money since the beginning of time. And when they took us off that gold standard, that was the beginning of the end. That's fucking wild. JP Morgan to allow its institutional clients to use Bitcoin and Ether as collateral for loans. Crypto continues to get absorbed into Wall Street's plumbing. And yeah, I mean, we knew that was coming. I saw a couple of different headlines talking about this today. We knew it was coming, dude. Guy's the biggest hypocrite imaginable. Fidelity, here we go. Finally, one of the world's largest asset managers with some 6 trillion assets under management is now offering spot Solana trading and custody. Also now educating everyday investors on Sol. It's insane. DAI brought up a good point. Wait, what? Supported by Fidelity Crypto. Wait, Litecoin is supported by them? What the fuck? Yet again, when they pull this type of crap, dude, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Them three. Those are in that CNBC talking head same group. And you really got to ask yourself, why? Why? What is Solana? What is Sol? What is Sol? Bro, how about XRP? Like, why can they just not utter the words XRP? That's like the bigger question. It's like, why? And it's not because, oh, it's a scam. Like, people just are so NPC in the way they talk. So they're just like, oh, because it's a scam. All right, it's not a scam. It's like, you can open your eyes yet again. I mean, anyone watching this channel, we probably are kind of on the same page of this. We're trying to actually figure out what is going on. So when the central banks have been accumulating gold at record rates and they're throwing Bitcoin in everyone's face, you got to ask why. When they're throwing all these projects in your face and you got Tom Lee and Mike Saylor and all these guys literally having to pump their bags, which is just a conflict of interest in and of itself, you got to ask why. Oh, Maxine Waters is literally like brain dead, dude. Insight rep Maxine Waters called Trump's pardon of Binance's CZ pay to play. She's such an idiot because she talks like this. She doesn't even know what she's saying, but hey, on something like that, I might have to agree. Unless, in retrospect, we can revisit this video and then we see that it ends up being a really good thing for our bags, then I'll be happy. But, you know. So DAI was asking on that Fidelity thread, he goes, why do you ignore XRP? And then this guy replies this video. Let's check this out.
Cool special opportunities. I think I mentioned the Solana trade we did with the FTX bankruptcy estate.
Yeah.
So we knew they would need to sell a bunch of Solana and that they need kind of deep pockets, people that had capital locked up for a good period of time. So we ended up buying, I think about a huge chunk of Solana from the FTX bankruptcy estate at about 50 cents on the dollar.
Oh.
And the power of our new fund is evidenced in a slide we just put out in our investor letter called 2 Cubed Solana, where we have doubled the value of our Solana position 3 times.
Whoa.
By doing things like that. So we originally bought it at 50 cents on the dollar. The discount allowed us to double it. The price of Solana spot has actually gone up 84% since we started. It was at 150. It's at 240.
Must be nice.
So a normal investor would have made 84% if they bought Solana.
But not us. We made
we
more.
also staked it and made about 7%. And then the other one is then we created the Solana company and contributed our Solana into that, and then that's gone up 2.4x. So our holdings of Solana have increased 850%.
Wow.
At the same time,
it's right in our
Solana's
face.
gone up 84%. So
right in our face, dude. Right in our face. It's like it's so. You just ask why. You follow the money. Follow the money, and you will find the answers to everything. It's crazy. It's because they got the opportunity. They got the great opportunity to pump their bags now. No fucking shit, huh? JP Morgan will now let institutions clients use Bitcoin and ETH as a collateral, but
Bitcoin hit
this is 2017, Jamie. A lot's
a
changed.
new high today. It just
I could care less what Bitcoin trades for, how it trades,
Yeah,
why
buddy, that's why your fucking arm's in a sling, bro, because
it
Billy Bats
trades,
paid you a
who
visit.
trades it. If you're stupid enough to buy it, you'll pay the price for it one day.
One
I've
day.
also told people that it can trade at $100,000 before it trades to zero. So tulip bulbs traded for $75,000 once, something like that. The only value of a Bitcoin is what the other guy will pay for it. And I think, honestly, I think there's a good chance that Bitcoin, a lot of the buyers out there are up there jazzing up every day so that maybe you'll buy it too and take them out. And I quite mean that, by the way. You know, these people are very good at manipulating the press these days and getting news out. And so every day, you know, you have CNBC, nonstop Bitcoin. Who cares about Bitcoin? I mean, you know, the world's economy is so big. We move, JP Morgan alone, these companies, $6 trillion. We move all this money. And Bitcoin in total is all these currencies are $50 billion, maybe $1 billion trades a day. And the other thing I've always made of Bitcoin, governments, and this is not a technological statement, governments are going to crush it one day. Governments like to know where the money is, who has it, and what you're doing with it.
Until they get in their position. Yeah, I mean, you really got to watch these in retrospect and wonder, like, was he talking shit about it because he wasn't positioned yet? Was he talking shit because he genuinely believed it? You got to weigh those options, because obviously their tune's going to change once they realize they could benefit from it. You just have to wonder at this point. But they were in bed with Ethereum too. A lot of shady shit with that. Guys, I'm going to wrap the video here. Let me know what you think about any of these stories going on. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment. Lets me know to do more videos like this. let's get to the bottom of it, bro. That's kind of the whole prospect of this channel. I'm gonna start calling this community the Minutemen. I think that's such a fucking sick name, like the Disney movie though, the Minutemen with Jason Dolly, the dude from Good Luck Charlie. We're gonna officially be known as the Minutemen, and that's it. Be sure to, yet again, hit like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all that, and I will see you in the next one.